Logic Lounge with Fleazy Jones, episode 54, brought to you by Block Legend 7. Shouts out to Block. What up, Shanika? What up, Nay? Generation gaps, yo. Nikki put me on some shit the other day. I was talking to him. And we was just actually talking about what I was going to do today. And I knew I wanted to talk about the generation gaps. How, at the time, I thought Generation X, you know what I mean, is the hardest generation. And I still feel that way. But in the midst of me talking about it, Shaniki put me on to, she like, nigga, you're not Generation X. You consider a millennial. And no disrespect to those who, because there's some solid millennials, I'm sure. And I know some. But in most cases, that shit was heart-wrenching for me. Because I don't see myself at all like a millennial. But the technical term is, the technical timeline is supposed to be from 1960 to 1980 is considered Generation X. And 1980 to 1995 are the millennials. Tore my whole understanding up. I've never considered myself a millennial. Shouts out to 81. Okay, 81 to 1995 is considered millennial. I'm 82, so off top, I was like, now I know some of my solid people, they 79, 78, shit like that. So they already safe, but by technical term, man, that crushed my whole understanding because I do not feel that me or anybody that's close to me in that age range act anything like the millennials. I don't think we're nothing like the millennials. And as I said in the promo, I'm okay with a mix, but I don't believe anybody from, and now that Shanika corrected me, 81 till I say about 80, 88, 89 is a millennial. That hurt my feelings. And again, like I say, I didn't went to school with some, cool millennials. But that's like the exception to the rule theory because they're going to be some cool people in every generation. So I've ran into some solid ones. But when you think about how they usually describe millennials, that shit hurt my motherfucking heart. That shit hurt my heart because I'm like, no, call me baby Gen X. I gotta be at least baby Gen X because the way I move, I'm nothing like a millennial. The only thing, I can't even say the reason that I even understand some millennials is a reason because no, that's just me being able to adjust to situations I'm in, whether, like I said, it was work or school or anything like that. You around all shades and types of people. But again, when you think of how they describe millennials, they kind of play them like they weak. And I'm in part agreeance with that. I say more crybaby than anything. We can be in any generation. So I ain't gonna do them that, but like, the way they be talking millennials, to know that technically I am one is I can't rock with that. Gen X. Because I'm still one of those people that's not gonna, I feel like a lot of millennials, I look at me, and then don't even get me started on the newer generation, which I don't need. What is the new generation called? Like I say, that Gen Z, okay. And like, you got some like, my people's like Diddy and them, they official Generation X. So I mean, they say, but when I think about, man, that's who raised me. That's who I came up with. So my ways are more Gen X than they will ever be millennials. You can't put nothing on Gen X people, I think, other than technology that's connected to millennials. Because even when I was coming up, man, I'm still in the era of AOL, the dial-up. So we ain't really have internet like that to where they could do the thumb thugging that everybody does nowadays. You had an issue with somebody, you had to go see them. Millennials don't move like that. Millennials want to know, like, why are you so volatile? After saying some shit to press your buttons, though. You're not about the physical for real at all. And like I say in the Gen Z shit. No, actually, when I think about it, Gen Z is a crazier mix because you got funny acting kids that will hurt you quicker than an adult would off of pure emotion. So that is some different shit. That's a different type of mix of shit. Because the newer generation is so passionate and emotional about the craziest shit, you fucking around lose your life off of something that's not even that serious. To my knowledge, Gen X ain't gonna, we don't move like that. And you notice I'm gonna keep saying we, cause man, I'm not claiming millennial. I don't give a fuck about the technical. I don't care about the technical because I do not move like a millennial. If I did, I would be the type of personality I have, I don't even see it. I couldn't be nowhere near it. The people I rock with, y'all don't move like millennials at all. Millennials don't calm themselves down because they know they'll slap the fuck out somebody. Because like I said in the promo, I'm okay with being a mixture. Like if they said you guys are on the cusp, how like by astrology, like my zodiac, I'm on the cusp between Aries and Taurus, April 19th. They just changed that some years ago. Maybe just not getting the 7 to 10 years ago, they changed that date. It used to end and start on April 19th, the separation between Aries and Taurus. So I'm considered on the cusp. So if they put it like that, I'll be like, okay. And like I say, so far, only thing I know is technology, the only thing I got from millennials. Because, like, come on, man, we were kids during the crack era. That was a whole era. Just like the newer kids, like when that meth shit hit hard, there's some kids that's gonna be able to speak on that. Like, man, I was a shorty when motherfuckers out here heavy on meth. Being a kid in the crack era, when it first started, I remember things that because I'm an adult, it comes back. I didn't even know what the hell I was looking at as a kid, but man, we was watching our people turn into zombies. You couldn't have no soft skin being no 80s baby at all. And millennials, in my opinion, do not move like that. You can't be soft at all as an 80s baby. You can't be. You can sympathize, empathize, like, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my bestie, Shanika. She is more of an empath. She care, but man, she'll get on that with your ass and won't give a fuck about it. That's like how motherfuckers were built. So again, to be in a conversation with my G and find out, nigga, you ain't even who you thought you was. Like, by the technical term, I'm like, nah, man. I need a recount. Millennials do not move like the lady babies. They don't move like that. We are not built on talking, right? I'm probably one of the most talkative 80s babies you'll run into, and that's because I just like the stories and shit and what I'm doing, like with the platform and things like. Most 80s babies I know, if we're arguing, we like you. We love you, actually. I'll debate with Shanique. That's my G, rooted to the tutor. Like, I'm trying to get my point across. But anybody else, we are a unique generation. We experience so much like Y2K, the beginning of the internet. Facts. We are a stronger generation. Our parents left us in the car and we lived. And you wasn't tripping about it. Now, granted, I don't believe you should just like leave no infants or anything like that in the car and stuff. But you absolutely right. Like, I'd have been in there being the older one with my little cousin. I'm gonna sit in the car with him. Nowadays, man, you'll have community outreach on your ass. You'll have the whole, oh my God, you. And the kid don't know no better, so they gonna end up being traumatized just by what the hell they see going on. 80s babies. Only set of kids I know that used to be able to go to the store and get they people squares with a note, nigga. I went and got my granny joints with a note. And we had the Arabs and stuff there still. They knew what time it was. They knew who you were. They knew who your grandparents were. Oh, damn, that's Princella boy right there, yep. They knew by the brand, too. You come up there with that note, come on, man, we built different. And we didn't take certain risks like you do that like with a millennial or somebody else. You'll literally have it to where they might pull try to take some cigarettes out the pack your granny told you to go get. Man, we knew better than that. 80s baby, shit. If this motherfucker is bent, he gonna have to write on the note that this pack was bent before I even purchased it. I ain't going to my granny with no other shit. Say we used to play outside all day and night and hardly have to worry about somebody taking us. That's facts too. But you know what? We were also trained to not, man, look, we ain't going to no strangers. And even if you went to somebody you didn't know, they almost had to have a password in order to even get your attention. It's woo-woo, or man, they better call somebody, and we ain't had no cell phones then, so I ain't finna follow you to the house. You better be around somebody I know. Like, we were built different. You better not have one of your peoples get called because you done went somewhere with somebody you don't know. When they save your ass, they gonna beat the brakes off you. That's different. We drank from the water hose in the back of the house. Facts. Yeah, we some strong people. We didn't care if it's Fiji or the fact it wasn't spring water from the well. We just drank it. Yeah, really, man. It took me to get older to even follow suit with the bottled water shit because, until I understood that sometimes tap water just ain't the best for you. Yeah, man, please. You try to get a kid nowadays to do that shit. And then look, the ones that's younger, they lucky if, like, I think of Alicia, I think of Shanique, I think of Nene. Y'all kids are lucky because y'all the parents. Because you're going to automatically instill different type of shit in them. The millennials, to me, was the beginning of parents being their children's friends. I ain't had my first drink with my OG until I was 23 years old. And honestly, I think I just got lucky. 'Cause at the time, she still did the boat thing. She went to the river boat. And I happened to go with her this particular day. And she like poured me a cup. 23. Nowadays, they try to relate too early to the kid, man. That shit does something. That shit does something. It determines how you look. I mean, except for the handful that just happen to get it because they might be around certain people that have certain ways of thinking. Man, that lead them kids screwed the fuck up. I do not like that. Technically, I am a millennial. That is bullshit. Going back to even the physical stuff, man, with the back, like you say, man, Alicia said we started at the beginning with the internet, right? So we started that era. We were able to, when we still didn't use it how it's used now. Like now, man, you get, man, listen, 80s babies don't argue even via text. When we start getting cell phones, man, we ain't arguing with nobody. By the time you call somebody and try to talk it out, and they talk crazy, man, you was going to see them. You wasn't talking about somebody, and then once you got exposed for talking about them, all of a sudden you don't know what's going on. There is a toughness that you just really cannot. But it's just funny, man, how that and me talking about that just made me realize that technology is a part of that. Technology is actually a part of that soft shit as well. Say AOL was the worst. Thinking about it, AOL was a scam. We paid for a CD with minutes we could use to get on the internet. And half the time, if your phone rang, it kicked you off. Ain't no, man, look, that shit was too difficult back then for me. I ain't want to do no surfing that much. They had to force it. Like at school, we needed it. That was called the dial-up. Right, yeah, the AOL dial-up. To my knowledge, that's all who had it, if I'm not mistaken. We had that AOL shit. That's all I knew. And we got a Dell computer when them bitches was popping. That's the first computer we got here was a Dell. Dude, you're getting a Dell. Knowing that technically I am a millennial, man, I need a recount. I believe you should start at like 89. And really, I don't even want you to start there because I got a couple 89ers that's just as solid. But 80s babies are not built like millennials. You could say we got in tune with the technology, that's about that. Right, just start at 90, just call it there. Start that shit then because that was the era. Like I said, I wasn't even trying, I'm not a biological parent, but I wasn't even trying to be the friend to the stepchildren I had with exes. Be a supporter, you gonna be a mentor, but nah, ain't none of that buddy shit. That's not how that shit. You don't build respect like that. Now, at the same time, I wasn't a dictator nor a tyrant. I didn't have to do that because I'm put in a certain position where, hey, nowadays you get the kids and even the millennials, like I say, they were so busy trying to be friends. You would have debates with your kids. And the moment I started even having what I would consider a debate with my mother was when I was able to walk out of her crib and had keys to my own shit. Agree. I feel like we a problem. We built definitely different. So you, Block, are you saying you okay with being a millennial? Knowing how they break millennials down? By your birth date, you're technically considered a millennial. You telling me you're okay with that? Get the fuck out. They wrong about the 80s babies. They wrong about us. Because Gen X is who raised us. They ain't raised us soft. That shit, hell no. 80s baby crazy over here. I do not feel like we built like nobody else. I don't like being considered a millennial because that ain't. We not finna just talk about certain shit. Fuck that 80s. What's my favorite? Hey, you know the answer to that. 80s? Oh, no, that wasn't the 80s movie. Yeah, wait, no, it was. Hold on, I'm finna find out. It's between 3 movies. Little Shop of Horrors, The Shining, and 4. Little Shop of Horrors, The Shining, Moonwalker, and Batman. The Color Purple, that guy, oh man, that movie pissed me off at first. Man, Terminator, I was not a Back to the Future fan. The color purple pissed me off. I didn't grow to appreciate that till I got older. Harlem Nights, definitely. Harlem Nights, definitely. You know what? They saying Colors was out in '88. I wasn't a fan of that. I didn't appreciate Colors until I got older. Fame, see, I wasn't big on that. That Dirty Dancing shit, that's that shit that my OG and them like. So I saw it, but I was not a fan of it. Now, I like the song on Dirty Dancing. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Man, scratch that. Scarface. 1983. They say E.T., man. I ain't appreciate E.T. until I was old. And that was in my year. They say 82 for that. Like they showing The Breakfast Club, Weird Science. I knew about these movies, but I didn't really, I don't know. I never really been a big TV motherfucker. Now, I'm more 90s with it, because see, in the 90s, that's when shit like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out on the movie scene. Now, I was there for that. They showing Indiana Jones. I wasn't. New Jack City, definitely. Here's one. That's 89. Definitely Lean on Me is one. But think about them too. Do the Right Thing. That's another one. I ain't even think. I forgot all about that. Smalls. They got Shy Nicky's favorite movie, La Bamba, on here. They got The Last Dragon. Do you know I ain't see that till I got older neither? School Days. Not a fan. Damn, was Cooley? No, Cooley High was 70s. See, back then, man, younger, I was gonna say the Wiz, like as far as a kid goes. Let's see what they got. These 80 songs that I see off top. See, Lionel Richie, All Night Long, that's one. That goes without saying. Michael Jackson. Thriller was a classic. I don't even know who the fuck half these people. Hey, I don't know if y'all know about George Benson. They say, Give Me the Night. That was my shit. But you know what? I can't really say that because I ain't even pay these songs no attention till I got up. Now, yeah, New Edition, yeah. New Edition I paid attention to. Shaka Khan I paid attention to. Michael Jackson, Prince. But when I'm looking at some of these, a lot of fucking Madonna on here. I see she was popping. Real, we even know these songs from our background. The George Benson, hey, one of the greatest. One of the greatest. Breezing is one of my favorite songs that has no lyrics. It's just an instrumental. Has no lyrics. Oh shit, they got Block's favorite song, Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. That was Block's shit. You know what I'm saying? Madonna like a Aerosmith. Definitely what was that first one I heard? Jenny's got a gun. See, these are things I wasn't. Okay, Ain't Nobody by Shaka Khan. Block said that, yeah. I fucked with Shaka Khan. See, and I ain't appreciate that shit. See, 80s babies are different. 80s babies are different. We're different. When it comes to these songs, man, I wasn't even really listening to these till I got older. The reason I even know them is because they were more background noise than anything. Captain Crunch and Cocoa Pebbles. I didn't get on Fruity Pebbles till later down the line. I was on cars. They showing the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Now they got this box Monte Carlo that looks stupid raw. I think, man, the Chevy was my favorite. It was the Chevy, and then it was this, I saw a Mercedes Benz with like a spoiler. Hey man, did y'all just see that thumb come up on my screen? Or was that just for me to see? Man, hey, that new iPhone update been tweaking, man. When you do certain moves, it literally, listen, Since that update, that 17 point whatever the fuck, man, I'll be on the line with Shot Nikki, and one time I just did something like this, talking with my hands, and balloons just come up. And then it won't do it again, like... I don't know what the fuck that is. But nah, man, I was Monte Carlo, Chevy, and then it was a Benz that I saw. That was stupid. But man, when I was growing up, I ain't cared nothing about no cars when I was growing up. I don't believe, man. I don't believe you could put a real millennial in situations that we were in. We already know Hot Top Fade. That was me all day from Kid and Play. I'll tell you that off top. Niggas was getting the Gumby. I don't know none of these, cause other than the Hot Top Fade. I don't know if y'all can see this. That's what Block used to rock. What the fuck is this? Is that? I don't think we would listen. Hot Top Fade, then I went to braids. That's about it. Oh, cartoons, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, fucking wasn't the Transformers? Oh, okay, He-Man, Ghostbusters. I wasn't a big fan of G.I. Joe. I don't even know what the fuck Silverhawk is. Oh shit, Thundercats? This is one of my favorites. Y'all see that? DuckTales. Oh, Voltron, Ghostbusters, Muppet Babies. Hey, Gonzo was the homie. And then they ruined that for me up to date, because now Gonzo is supposed to be making the transition to some other shit. Woo! Say DuckTales was my favorite too. I didn't know, but he came out. Yeah, it say 1987. Muppet Babies. I watched Fraggle Rock when I was a kid, and you already know I'm watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Inspector Gadget. No, I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Like they saying they supposed to be transformed to a chick. That's some new shit, man. And if Gonzo was a chick the whole time, I promise you I didn't know. Howard the Duck? Absolutely. I promise you I ain't know what that Gonzo shit. But they had like a video not too long ago with a motherfucker, hold on, I'm finna look that shit up. Yeah. They say Gonzo becomes Gonzorella.
Oh my gosh!
Gonzo was my favorite character when I was coming up. They literally did me in. Gonzorella now. Fuck me up. I'm like, wow. It's disheartening because it's like, okay, you already gotta adjust to this shit. But why would you take that shit we grew up on, man? We wasn't on that shit again. Comic books came out in the 80s. Say they got, y'all know I was fucking with the comics. A lot of Incredible Hulks. I was a definite fan. The Supermans, I was a fan. I ain't get on Wonder Woman until I got older. I ain't even know who She-Hulk was till I got older. Wolverine? I ain't know he was out in the 80s. Because that's when X-Force was out. But see, I was doing all that shit. I think my first, like, comic chick crush was Rogue from X-Men. I was scared of Storm. Like, you piss Storm off, and you know Rogue could fuck you up, but hey, Storm a different type of beast. Spider-Man, that's crazy. I had, oh wow, and they saying this is iconic. So we had a flood in Princeton Park, in the 90s. I had both of these joints. And they probably worth about $500-600 a piece now. I used to collect comics. All the comics that I had, of course, I had them in the little slip that you put the flap over, put the tape on it. But I had them in Ziploc bags, and they was in a U-Haul box that I never took out. And they just all fucked up and mashed together. I had first Spider-Man and Venom fight via comic. I had some decent X-Men joints. That's what I'm saying, man. We ain't had technology. This is what we was rocking with. Say, who is the top black actress in the 80s? Popular actresses of the 80s ranked. Let's see what they talking about. Kathleen Turner. 9 is Sally Field. 8 is Sigourney Weaver. 7 is Jamie Lee Curtis. I'll agree with that. Nay. What's going on? Goonies. 6 is Glenn Close. 5 is Jodie Foster. 4 is Jessica Lange. 3, Molly Ringwald. 2, Michelle Pfeiffer. I honor that. 1, Meryl Streep. I think I honor that too. Whoopi Goldberg. Tina Turner. Janet Jackson. Whitney Houston. Shaka Khan. Diana Ross. These are singers though. Who was the most popular actress in the 1980s? Nah, that's the list I just said to y'all. Who was the highest black female actress? Let me see what that says. So, but damn, this is a fun fact. Kerry Washington. These are the 5 highest paid joints. And who was the highest black female? These are the highest paid black actresses. Angela Bassett gets paid $450,000 per episode. Viola Davis gets $250,000 per episode. Taraji P. Henson gets $500,000 per episode. Zendaya, I think that's old girl from Black Panther, $1 million per episode, and Kerry Washington gets $1.1 million per episode. Damn. Remember the jingles and shit? Man, Shawnee was just talking about that shit too. They don't do jingle commercials anymore like they used to. Bull. Nah. Make me feel good on the inside. How could I forget? What the fuck is Foxy Brown's real name? What's Foxy Brown? Not the rapper. The real Foxy. What the fuck is her name? Pam Grier. Pamela Grier. Hey, now if I had to say my favorite, I had a stupid crush on Pam Grier. Lauryn Hill Sister Act 2, absolutely. Coca-Cola ran the 80s. I wasn't a big pop drinker, bro, but they definitely did. They was all over the commercials. Remember the raisins? Remember the Kool-Aid jingle? When I was a little kid. Damn, Lynn Whitfield. I forgot about her. I had a mini crush on Lynn Whitfield on Thin Line Between Love and Hate. All the scary movies came out in the 80s. Hey, my shit was The Shining. I think that's considered what do they call it? Like a thriller, suspense joint? Night of the Living Dead. That one was, you talking about the old one, blah. You know, they remade that a couple times. That first one, I think I'm asleep on. I just know about it. I ain't never seen it myself. I just know about like the black and white one. Hey, but The Shining, that's one of my favorite joints. I think that's what put me on Jack Nicholson. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna bash your fucking brains in. I don't think they could have got a better person to do that. The Blob. The Blob was, yeah. Oh, Michael Jackson Thriller was that? And Mike killed it. Remember the extended video? I remember they did a special for him, and then they showed the whole video. That was the first time I seen it, because I always seen just the actual extent of the song of the video. Like, I didn't see the whole thing. Like when he was first taking Shorty to the movies and she was talking like how nervous she was and all that. Man, look, you still can't do that. And they don't even do shit like that no more, man. Hey, we different. We different. We definitely different. But yeah, man. In a nutshell, that was my point of this today, man. I wanted to reminisce with y'all and just tell y'all really fuss about being considered a fucking millennial when I do not move like a millennial. But shouts out to Alicia. Hey, I'm 80s baby all day. So I'm an 80s baby, that's what it is. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man, like y'all do every week, man. Come through, let me talk my shit, come talk some shit with me, man. Don't be a millennial, man. I just ain't a millennial, man. Like always, man, I hope y'all have a lovely Wednesday night. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week, man. I'm going to end it how I always end it. And, of course, this was episode 54 brought to you by Block Legend 7. Living off good instinct counts. So always keep your logic. Love y'all, man. I'll see you next one. Peace.